What's going on, y'all? In today's video, I'm just going to show you guys how to get a custom portal gun texture in Portal 2. Please note that this will not affect what other people see if you are playing in co-op, for instance, nor what you will see when looking through a portal. If you look through a portal after this tutorial, when you already have a custom portal gun texture applied, you will not see it. You will only see the base model because we are only editing what the player sees, not what the world sees. To start, what we're going to do is we're going to open a app called VPK Edit. You can find these all on GitHub, or you can go to a video that says Portal 2 Speedrun Hub, Portal 2 Custom Textures Tutorial, and Mod Packs for Speedrunning. If you look at the description, you will see the links to go to VPK Edit, VTF Edit Reloaded, and VPK Compress, as well as he has a document on here that shows you all the textures you can edit if you are a certified Portal speedrunner. Note that I'm only going off of what I have learned over my few months of making Portal gun textures. So please bear with me if there are any errors. To start, once we have opened up VPK Edit and we've had it set up, we're going to go up to File, Open, and we're going to go to our Portal 2 directory. If you don't know how to get to your Portal 2 directory, you're going to go to This PC, Local Disk, Program Files x86, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, and then you'll see the Portal 2 file directory. We're going to open that up. Now you'll see a lowercase Portal 2 file. We're going to open that up, and now we're just going to use our scroll bar to scroll all the way down to the bottom. You can do this normally as well if you want to. And you'll see a file that says pack01_dir. We're going to double click that. Whenever this loads, you'll see a new directory pop up. It says materials, models, particles, resource, etc. We're going to double click materials. Go down until we see models. Scroll down to the very bottom where it says weapons. V_models, not to be confused with W_models. V means for view. W is for world models. We're going to go to V_models, V_portal gun, and now we're looking for a file that says V_portalgun.vtf. I'm going to double click that, and now you'll see a texture pop up. This is the portal gun texture in Portal 2, just the base game texture. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our left sidebar, where you'll see this kind of highlighted file. We're just going to drag that onto our desktop. I'm just going to drag this into the middle, that way I don't lose it. Now you can close VPK Edit. Once we have this file on here, now what we're going to do is we're going to go to an app called VTF Edit Reloaded.exe. You're going to go up to the top left where it says File, Open, and you're going to double click this where it says VPK Edit Asset. Now you'll see the texture pop up. Once we have that, you can go ahead and click File, Export, keep the file name the same, save as type JPEG file. Once you click save, you'll see a JPEG image pop up anywhere on your desktop. You just go ahead and drag that near it, that way you can keep track of it. Now you can close your VTF edit. Now what we're going to do is this is where I'm going to let you have your fun. You can do whatever you want to with this. You can right click it, go to open with, you can open it with whatever paint service, paint.net, paint 3D, whatever you want. In this instance, I'm just going to go ahead and do a rough draft with a yellow color on it. So we'll just do one of the base models like this. And then I'm on a brush already, so I'll just go ahead and do this. Get this up to 248. That way I can get this done quickly. And then we'll worry about fine lines later. Decrease the brush size down to about 80, I guess. Drag this along. You want to know the reason why I'm staying on the white parts? This is because on any of these black parts that you can see are the internal mechanisms of the gun. I recommend keeping these the way they are, or if you want to, you could just like make them white or something if you want a better contrast between your colors. That's up to you completely. But for this instance, I'm just going to keep them black as I don't really care about them. I'd rather have a more natural look. Go around the edges with this color, and I highly recommend staying away from this little piece up here as well as this piece right here. I get that I did actually go over this, but I could care less about that part at the moment. Clean up this outline. And now for the final bits, we're going to decrease our brush to say 21 pixels, I guess. Get smaller bits. And once we have all that done, I'll just go ahead and increase the brush size to about 64 pixels, and then we'll just go ahead and do a blue color. Go ahead and go with aqua, and I'm just going to draw some simple W's on here. Decrease the brush size for this one. There we go. Now that once we have that, we're going to go to File, Save. Now you can close out of Paint. Now what we're going to do is we're going to open up VTF Edit again. Go to File, Import. And we're going to put this texture on here. Just click OK. Keep all these settings the same. Now you'll see the customized texture in here. We're going to go to File, Save As, and then just name this V_portal gun. Don't worry about any of these that might show up. Just do that. If you already have this, it'll say V_portal gun.vtf already exists. Do you want to replace it? You can go ahead and just click yes. And make sure that it is still a VTF file. Now once we have that, I believe if we open this up, yep, you'll see the new texture on the VPK edit file that we had on here. We can close out of that. We can close out of VTF edit. We're going to right click on our desktop and click new folder, and we're going to name this one PAK01_dir. Go ahead and click enter. Go onto the folder, right click on the blank space, click new and folder. That way we can make a subfolder in this one. We're going to call this one materials. We're going to open that up. We're going to do new folder, name this one models. New subfolder, name this one weapons. New subfolder, gonna name this one V_models. Double click this one, new folder, and then this is the very last one, don't worry, V_portal gun. Now you can double click that and drag the updated VTF file onto the directory. Now we can close out of this and we're gonna open up VPK compress. You'll see a folder full of files pop up. It has 5 files on there, but we only care about the one in the middle that says VPK. It says it's an application. Might be vpk.exe. Now what we're going to do is we're going to drag the pack01_dir folder into VPK edit. Correction, I did not mean to say VPK edit, I meant VPK compress. And now you'll see a new folder that says pack01_dir, except this one has the symbol on it, indicating that it is a VTF edit file. Now we can close out of VPK compress. And this is the part where you have to go to your Steam, go to your Portal 2 directory in your library or wherever you may have it. Click the settings icon, manage, browse local files, and now we can close out of our Steam. And now you'll see something on here that says Portal 2_DLC2, Portal 2_DLC3 if you've already done this before. It's because I just got done with another one. So now what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and drag this one. We'll actually just delete that one. And we're going to drag the updated VPK edit file onto there. Now we can close out of our Portal 2 directory and actually open up Portal 2. Now that we have Portal 2 open, we're just going to go play single player. You can continue wherever you left off. As you can see, now we have the updated texture.
Wait, what if this hurts? What if this really hurts?
You can see now how I've got yellow on the actual portal gun as well as the W's that I put on there. If you wanted to actually say something up top, I recommend putting it higher. You can see how you've got pieces of the actual portal gun coming through because I was very rough with the texture compared to other times whenever I've actually spent time on it. You can do that yourself. I was just trying to get a quick video. So now we can close out of this. And for a cleaner texture that I want to show you, what we'll do is we'll just go back to our Portal 2 directory, manage, browse local files, minimize Steam, and I'll just go ahead and delete this folder as I don't really need it. Now I only have the Portal 2_DLC3 folder, which is fine. And because I don't need any of these anymore, I'm just going to go ahead and delete them. Now we'll open up Portal 2 again, play single player, continue game. You can see that once this loads up, you'll actually be able to see how I have a different texture on here. This one's much more detailed, however, I did not make it. As you can see, no matter what I do, it's going to stay on there. But I do want to show you how you will not be able to see this in the actual world. You can only see this if you're actually holding the portal gun yourself. If you have this, if you look through a portal at your portal gun, you'll see just the base model texture.
And emergency testing will begin in 3, 2, 1.
I'll just go ahead and run through these chambers for you guys so that way you guys can see.
If the Earth is currently
There
governed
we
by
go.
a manner of animal king, sentient cloud, or other governing body that either refuses to or is incapable of listening to us.
As you can see, this is now
you
the
made it.
level where we get the portal gun.
There should be a port. Oh!
So now, as you can see, whenever I actually decide to look at the portal gun, I don't see any kind of texture on there, but the moment I pick it up, then the texture is applied. Alright, if you guys enjoyed this tutorial and this was actually helpful, I'd appreciate it if you guys would like and follow or subscribe. Whichever one you feel comfortable doing. If you want to see more Portal content, I do recommend that you do follow or subscribe. Whichever one, again. And I will happily upload more for you guys, as well as I do Portal 2 speedruns on stream weekly, if not daily, on the weekends. And with that being said, goodbye, and I'll see you guys next time.